Hello, this is Superintendent Laurie Heinz. Thank you for spending time with me to learn more about our exciting new 2020 Vision Strategic Plan. This podcast focuses on our final two strategic objectives, Objectives 5 and 6. For an introduction to the plan and an overview of our 4 objectives, please see our companion podcast located on the Strategic Planning page within our website. In District 64, the new 2020 Vision Strategic Plan provides a well-defined roadmap to guide the direction of our work over the next 5 years. Based on our belief in continuous improvement, or our growth mindset, the plan defines not only what is important for our district to achieve, called our strategic objectives, of which there are 6, but also how they will be achieved, the strategies, and how our success will be measured, our outcomes. The Strategic Planning Committee carefully identified the challenges that lie ahead and developed 6 objectives that focus improvement activities where they will have the greatest impact. The objectives all help to support our mission, which is to inspire every child to discover, learn, achieve, and care. The 6 objectives build upon one another. The 2 objectives in green are related to our learning environment and finances. These provide the critical foundation that is vital if we are to educate our students. A professional learning and growth objective, shown in yellow, identifies what we must do to support teachers in their important work. The 3 educational objectives, in shades of orange, are supported by these efforts and lead us ultimately to fulfill our mission, vision, and increase student learning for all. In this podcast, I will focus on foundational objectives in green. Objective 5 is to provide safe and secure learning spaces to support 21st century learners. We have identified 3 strategies to achieve this objective. The first strategy focuses on implementing our 10-year Health Life Safety Survey completed last spring by the district architect. This strategy includes the completion of all required and recommended items identified in the survey in the mandated timeframes. We will prioritize the work into the 1 to 5 year span, and then work to complete will be divided into the 6 to 10 year span of the Health Life Survey. The second strategy focuses on using the district's new master facility plan as a springboard for our facility and site improvements going forward. Mindful of financial resources and the overall needs of the strategic plan, administration will begin prioritizing projects and bringing recommendations and funding options to the board for approval on a yearly basis. As part of this effort, we anticipate adopting a new enrollment projection model to assist us in anticipating enrollment trends and building capacities, particularly as new housing projects are completed in the Park Ridge area. The third strategy within our facilities environmental health. We will take various steps to enhance our building environments to ensure they are inviting, safe, and healthy. We would like to improve our facilities' energy efficiency and sustainability, decrease maintenance expenditures, and increase the life cycle of building components. Our neighborhood schools are among our community's greatest assets. The better care we take of our facilities through preventative maintenance and long-range planning, the easier it will be to extend their life to serve children for generations to come. An important new feature of the 2020 Vision Strategic Plan is a balanced scorecard, which will be used to track progress from where we are now, also known as our baseline, and how we are doing towards achieving our goals over the next 5 years. The success of District 64 is defined when looking across these multiple measures. For Strategic Objective 5, we will be tracking projects brought forward within the Health Life Safety timeline and for the master facility plans, and at survey data about the environmental health and quality of buildings from those who use them, among other measures. Now let's move on to the 6th and final strategic objective, which is to maintain fiscal responsibility that reflects a commitment to student learning and a rich variety of programs and services for students. This is the second of the foundational objectives that form the base of our plan. As you may know, the board has created a goal to extend the original 10-year referendum commitment made in 2007 for 4 additional years, taking us to 2021. This objective seeks to recognize the factors that affect the financial health of District 64 while continuing to provide a variety of programs and services for all students. We have identified 6 strategies to help achieve this objective. The first strategy is financial stewardship, which means we will use data to proactively manage the district's finances while operating in a climate of changing funding patterns, less state revenue, increased mandates from local, state, and federal governments, and the increasing costs of doing business. To do this, we will implement cost efficiencies so we can maintain high-quality programs, services, and staff. We will utilize all revenue sources. We will assess the impact of salaries and benefits for our staff. We will fine-tune our long-range financial model that we use to develop projections. We will provide transparent, easy-to-access financial data for the community and create a district dashboard on our website. And lastly, we will keep current on legislative issues that may impact our funding streams. The second strategy will be to finance the priority projects identified in the Health Life Safety Survey and the Master Facility Plan. We want to ensure that district classrooms support 21st century learning, that we utilize all revenue sources available to us, and that we keep the board and community aware of the facility needs and financing options needed to future-proof our buildings and keep them running efficiently. A third strategy will be to adhere to the board's fund balance policy, which requires us to maintain 120 days of cash on hand in our operating fund balance. This will allow us to meet our short-term cash flow needs and potentially provide funding to complete top priorities for our facility projects as identified within the Health Life Safety Survey as well as our Master Facility Plan. The fourth strategy is to collaborate with all departments to build their understanding of the budgeting process so that ultimately we have adequate funds to maintain student programs. This also will enable us to be more efficient in our spending. Our fifth strategy is future-focused as we plan for challenges that may lie ahead. We will use data to project student enrollment and will conduct a boundary study if necessary to determine optimal student placement to accommodate our expected enrollments over the next 5 to 10 years. The final strategy in our financial area is parent and community education. This strategy recognizes that we need to engage parent and community members to inform, complement, reinforce, and accelerate our educators' efforts. This is the scorecard we will use to track our progress for Strategic Objective 6. Metrics on the scorecard range from tracking our fund balances each year and monitoring our financial projections to providing updates on enrollment and investments in student learning. This wraps up my overview of Strategic Objectives 5 and 6. As we move forward, it will take the combined effort of all members of our staff to make this plan a reality. By focusing on these 6 objectives, the district is assuring each student the best possible education to prepare them to be successful in high school and beyond. As we begin our work, please know the 2020 vision is a work in progress that will be reviewed and revised annually if needed. If you would like to learn more, I invite you to watch our companion podcasts, which can be found on the Strategic Planning 2020 page of our website, located at www.d64.org. As always, I invite your comments and questions. I thank you for viewing and for your continued investment in District 64.